What is up YouTube? Jonny B here again today, and we are here with the Fiesta ST. It's been a while since you guys have probably seen it, and we have a little bit of more mods to it. Now that we got all the big things out of the way, like the turbo, the big brake kit, the body kit, and all of that, which were like big spendy items that we needed to save up for a while to purchase. Now we can go ahead and do the little details, just a little bit of visual things that are going to make it look good and things that are going to make it work good, because we're having an issue right now with the AC vents not working. They're actually making a little clicking noise. So if you guys are having this issue, this might help you in this video. It's called the HVAC air door actuator. Comes in a little box. We found it online, got it fairly cheap, so we're going to be swapping that out today. And at the same time, we're going to be adding a little bit of a cosmetic mod, which is going to be this little bezel that goes on the steering wheel. This piece is normally just plastic, but we went ahead and looked around and found a guy that actually made this custom. It's a carbon piece, and it looks amazing. It looks perfect. I think he did a really awesome job. And we've been looking around for another one to see if anything else pops up, but it looks like this is the only one that he's made. So it's pretty nice to have something that's custom and it's going to be unique, and most people are going to not really have it until they look into this car and they see it and they're like, I want one too. They're going to have to get one custom made. Which is pretty much how this one was made. So let's go ahead and install this and the actuator at the same time, since we're going to be in the general vicinity of the car. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is remove the airbag and remove this little bezel piece. It's got a little Torx bit back here on both of these buttons. And then the airbag seems to just have two little holes on the sides. It might have one on the bottom. I haven't checked quite yet. So all you need to do is pretty much find the hole and find like a little tool, like a screwdriver or something that fits in the hole, that gives you like the proper size. Oh, well, looks like I'm pressing the horn with that button there. We started off with the bottom one, and then we got to do the side one, so you can do either side. See where the hole's at, there it is. And then you pretty much just have to push it in, straight in, till it just unlatches like that, and then there goes the airbag. And then there's just gonna be some cables, but we're not gonna go ahead and disconnect them because we don't want the airbag lights to pop up, so we're just gonna move it out of the way for now. When you're doing this, just make sure that you do unplug your battery, just so that the car isn't honking at you the whole time, and so you don't run the risk of grounding the airbag or something like that, which I doubt would happen, but it's always good to have extra precaution. Now what we need to do is go ahead and remove the little bolts that are behind the steering wheel. It's a little hard to see from this angle, but there we go. And they should come right out as soon as you twist them out. So there's going to be two of these. So now all we're gonna need to do is just pull this piece out. Now that we got the bolts out, we're gonna start pulling it from the bottom, and then the top should unhook. You gotta remember that these are connected with some wires, so make sure to unplug them as well. Now we're just gonna go ahead and hook it back up. I always put you like at a weird angle to hook it up, but it's definitely doable. Just gotta make sure you're somewhat close, because these cables are a bit short. So it looks like the fit is perfect. Now all I have to do is go ahead and install the airbag back on, and this is like the simplest part, because you just line it up and you push it in, and there it is, all clipped in. And here we have the new carbon fiber piece on the steering wheel. It looks amazing, looks gorgeous. All right, so now that we have the carbon piece on, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next thing, which is gonna be replacing the actuator, which is somewhere in this vicinity. And the factory manual says that we need to remove like half of this dash to be able to even get to it, but we found a little hack that if we remove these two panel covers here that are covering the steering column, we can slightly access that actuator. So we're gonna go ahead and take that route. That way we don't have to do a lot of work. It might be a little bit more difficult as I'm gonna be working blind, but I've done this enough times that I'm pretty sure I can get it done. So let's go ahead and start off by removing these covers. I'm gonna be using a little flathead screwdriver just to unpiece them, and these should just pop off. There might be some bolts from underneath, but I guess we'll find out right now. All right, so after I removed that piece, I was able to look in there with a light, and I actually found the actuator. It's a straight shot, and I found a bit that fit. It was a T20, and it's not even that tight since it's like bolted onto plastic. You can actually just twist it around with your hand, and the bolts come right out. So there are only 2 bolts. So this is one out. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the other one. I might need to remove the connection before I remove that last one, or else it's gonna make it a little bit more difficult to remove the connection. All right guys, we got this all installed. It was not the easiest thing. I was having a little bit of issue with one of the bolts to remove it for the actuator, and I just ended up using that little bit with a 1/4-inch socket on a little ratcheting wrench to be able to get in there, because I had a screwdriver that also takes the bit, but the screwdriver did not fit in there. So I was able to do that and remove it. And then one of the things was, since the previous actuator was broken, I had to connect the new one and let it adjust to where the old one was at, and then I was able to go ahead and slide it in, because the gearing has like a little notch on it that doesn't let it just go in any direction. So got that all sorted. Hopefully, you know, showing you guys where it was helps you out in case you have this issue with your car as well. If it happened with this one, which is like at 20,000 miles, I'm pretty sure it's happened to quite a bit of people. And in regards to the carbon thing, if you guys are interested in something like that, I'd suggest just keep a lookout. We found this one on eBay, I believe. It was a guy that custom made it, and he posted it up for sale, and we haven't seen another one since, but you know, maybe he can be in the process of making another one, or just have like a shop custom make you one, or maybe even learn yourself. I was kind of debating whether I should learn this and start learning how to like wrap parts in carbon fiber and resin and stuff like that, watching a bit of YouTube videos. So I think that'd be something cool to learn, which is how this piece was probably made. Someone that knew how to do that was able to make this piece. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this was helpful for you guys to change that actuator, just in case you're having the same issue. And back to enjoying the Fiesta ST and just keep driving it around. As always, hope you guys have a great day.